Much of the UK still isn't ready for the huge changes brought by the EU's new data laws, according to the Federation of Small Businesses. The new rules have just got into effect and have wide-ranging impacts on how information about people can be stored and used. But many small companies are not at all ready, despite the threat of significant fines and punishment if they fail to comply. The new General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, gives people in the EU new powers to access and control their personal data, as well as giving regulators greater power to levy fines on firms who mishandle data or fail to be transparent in how they collect and use it. But the national chairman of the FSB, Mike Cherry, warned many smaller firms were still working on their compliance with the new laws. GDPR is here, and the likelihood is that many of the UK's 5.7 million smaller businesses will not be compliant, he said. He said it is concerning that the burden and scale of the reforms have proven too much to handle for some of these businesses. There is now a real need for support among the small business community. It is imperative that the ICO initially deals with non-compliance in a light touch manner, as opposed to slapping small firms with fines. The UK is missing out on a cannabis green rush worth billions of pounds because of nonsensical prohibition policies that criminalise a legitimate medical industry, hurting thousands of patients with debilitating conditions, experts have warned. The comments from leading cannabis industry experts come as investors from around the world gathered in London for Cannabis Europa, a conference to highlight the growing opportunity presented by medical cannabis in Europe. Neil Maruka, a managing director at investment firm Canaccord Genuity and a leading cannabis industry analyst, said that the UK was absolutely missing out on a huge opportunity for generating tax revenues from the legal cannabis business, while other countries surge ahead. Demand in his native Canada is insatiable, he said. We don't have the domestic capacity to grow what we need to satisfy it. Make the most of every business opportunity, with a virtual office at Hold Everything.